Mike Tirico with Greg Olsen, the rookie Tyler Luke, set to kick things off. Off we go here in Baltimore. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. So here come the Eagles, and they are led by the reigning Super Bowl MVP. What a season for Jalen Hurts. Took the Eagles to the mountaintop. Now his 6th season in the NFL.
You know, the conversation around Jalen Hurts is always a difficult one because to a lot of people outside, they strictly look at the box score. They look at his passing numbers and touchdown numbers, and they say, okay, he's a second-tier quarterback. But when you look at the situation he's in, the style of play in which they ask him to do, be the field general of a very talented and very balanced offense in Philadelphia, he is the exact perfect quarterback that they need to execute that vision. So he's not going to throw for 40 touchdowns. He's not going to throw for 5,000 yards, and that's exactly the way they want it. He is as dynamic, he is as competitive, and as good as any quarterback in the NFL.
Hurts delivers it quick to Brown, and he'll fight forward for a couple of yards, but a flag is down, and the linemen are already walking back. That's on the former All-Pro Lane Johnson. From the shotgun, it's Hurts. He'll get this complete. That's A.J. Brown.
A bit of a quick hitter here. What you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short game.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Off the play fake, Hurts. Now he'll run it.
Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. A little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good game.
3rd and long. A shotgun snap now to Hurts. And that is incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Dallas Goedert, that time. And it's going to lead to 4th down.
I really like the personnel adjustment by the defensive coordinator, Mike. They go dime coverage, so they're going to bring out 6 defensive backs, really play the pass and muddy it up with as many pass defenders as you can. Nowhere to go with the ball, and now we got to see, does the offensive coordinator, when he sees that dime package take the field, what answers does he have?
And good coverage by the punt team. They stop him before he can get any return cranked up. So the Ravens will come out, and they are led by the man who's won the MVP twice and was the runner-up a season ago. Hard to believe it is year 8 for Lamar Jackson as the Ravens quarterback.
I'm not sure there's a more exciting player to watch, regardless of position, than Lamar Jackson. I mean, we've gotten to see him play in person numerous times throughout his career, Mike, and to just marvel, not only at the athleticism, the playmaking, but his development as a true NFL pocket passer is quite remarkable. So he's an MVP caliber player. He's always going to be that. The next step for him, how does he continue to bring that regular season success that has led to 2 MVPs? How does he bring that into the postseason?
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
I think this is something that we can expect to see here, especially early, Mike, as this team gets into a rhythm. They want to lean on this run game. They feel like they have a lot of advantages over this defense, and you can see from the first play here why they feel that way.
Looking down the field there, but it falls incomplete. Zay Flowers, the intended receiver, and that will lead to a 2nd down.
Initially, a nice job by the receiver. He actually was open downfield. He was able to get behind the defense, but the window closed up so quickly they couldn't get the ball to him. Prevents the big play.
Jackson now on 2nd down. We'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules, and the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to what they call punch and pivot and stop. And that tells the quarterback to put them.
That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Sidney Brown.
Well, we're getting a little test here early, Mike, to see just how easy is this team to run. Didn't look like they were able to get through that opening script that they had worked on all week. So I'm going to be curious on this next drive. Do they stick to the plan? Do they pick up where they left off? Or is there a little bit of a reaction, or dare I say panic, to come out and make some adjustments in response to that early interception?
The Eagles offense ready to see the football for the second time. They'll search for the first points of this game as they begin the drive on 1st and 10. On play action, Hurts. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away, and that'll set up 2nd down.
They just have to be more creative with their route concepts, Mike. I mean, there's nobody open, nowhere to go with the ball, and quarterback's just forced to throw that one away.
They'll try again here, 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. Open receiver is Dotson. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
3rd and short, and Hurts will throw. This one is caught by Dotson. And he will not quite get to the marker. Good job there defensively. And now, decision time. What are you going to do on 4th down? Now the Ravens use their first timeout as they'll discuss what's to come as 4th down's looming. They'll try to sneak it here, and he's going to have an Eagles first down. They find a way to keep the drive going with the 4th down conversion.
I love this call, Mike. You're basically asking yourself, can your offense beat this defense? And they know exactly what play is coming. And I'll tell you the answer, it's an emphatic yes. They run the quarterback sneak right up the gut, and they turn 4th down into a first.
They fake the jet sweep and will hand it up the middle. And it'll be brought down right around the 40. Kyle Hamilton, the former Notre Dame star, able to make the play.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment, and keeps this to a modest gain at best.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Hurts. This one brought in by Brown. And nice work there after the catch. He's a little short of the first down after a gain of 7.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and 1.
It's going to be 3rd. They need 1. They'll go with the sneak. And he is going to have an Eagles first down. Able to convert, albeit not by much. But they get it on 3rd and a yard.
I know it's early in this game, but in my mind, that's 4-down territory. And certainly now the coach doesn't have to make that decision. He keeps it on the ground on 3rd and short, gets a fresh set of downs, and now they got to see if they can come away with some points.
On 1st and 10, it's Barkley. And he's able to fight through 1 tackle here, pick up about 3. 2nd down coming up.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
That one out in front of his big target. They cannot connect, and it falls incomplete.
And this is where the timing of these passing games, you see guys, they call it routes on air, Mike. During the course of the week, there's no defense, nobody playing on coverage, but it's the timing. It's be on time, get your depth, be where the quarterback expects you to be, because then when the game starts, things get sped up just a little bit more for the quarterback. And in this case, it's a perfect example. He's open, he tries to lead his guy, just puts a little too much in front of him.
And he will easily pick up the first down. They've got first and goal coming up.
That's another Eagles first down. First and goal at the 8-yard line.
The defensive line has to do a better job of contain rushing, especially on third down. Mike, you can't rush one-on-one. You have to rush as a unit. Keep the quarterback in the pocket, and when you let him get loose, this is what's going to happen.
Here's Barkley to the 5-yard line.
Saquon Barkley on the carry. Kyle Van Roy on the tackle. A gain of 3 brings up second and goal at the 5-yard line.
Here now, second down and goal. One more time, they try Barkley. And he's going to go backwards, taken down at the 6.
And now with that stop on second and goal, the defense really flips the advantage to their own favor. Third and goal from this length. I think now they can play a lot more pass-heavy defense and not be so concerned with the run game.
Third and goal for Hurts. And he will get into the end zone. Saquon Barkley. Touchdown, Eagles.
But you think back to their first possession of this game, like it resulted in a punt. Not exactly the fast start the coaches told us was so important as this game unfolds. They get the ball back for possession 2. Now they try to find some rhythm, find their identity of the game plan, and they come away with 6. So that's how you bounce back in this league. It's not always going to be perfect. Really nice job settling into this game here with their second possession.
Here's Jake Elliott for the extra point. He's got it. And the Eagles will take a 7-0 lead.
Eagles 7, Ravens 0.
So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. Justice Hill to return. Now an opening past the 30. And he's brought down right at the 35-yard line. The Ravens offense ready for their second possession. They had that pick on the opening drive. It led to a touchdown. So 7-0 the deficit as they get the ball back first and 10. From the 35, it's first and 10. Now Jackson on the move. Throw, left side, dropped by Andrews. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
It's not the big play they were hoping for, but first down efficiency, staying ahead of the chains, is what every offense is trying to find, and it brings up a manageable second down.
They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. A give right up the middle to Henry. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
Down by Zach Bourne. A gain of a yard on the play. Brings up 3rd and 4.
Here's a 3rd down and 4. They'll go again here with Henry. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
So it's a pretty manageable third down, so they really have the option to run or pass, so they decide to keep the ball on the ground, which I don't mind as long as you've made the decision already that you're willing to use fourth down to pick up the rest of the yards. If not, I think that's a big mistake.
On fourth down, the Ravens call on Jordan Stout to punt. Back deep, Jahan Dotson. A fair catch called for and made just beyond their own 50. Here comes the Philly offense now as they make their way back onto the field. They lead it here early 7-0 as they start with a 1st and 10. That's over the middle, complete to Brown. He'll be brought down up past the 35-yard line. It's been a busy first quarter for him so far. His third catch goes for a 1st down.
This is a really nice job of just finding a hole in coverage, Mike. And I used to say, hey, when you're open, stay open. That's the art of route running versus zone coverage. And it's a friendly target for the quarterback in space, and they're able to convert.
And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. A gain there of 11. 1st down, Philadelphia.
Really nice explosive play there on the ground. And tell you what, for these fans sitting in the stadium, they're not used to seeing their home team pushed around. So continue to be physical at the line of scrimmage. Mix in the runs with the pass, and they can continue to generate these big explosive runs. I don't think they need to go away from it. Every team makes an emphasis on winning 1st down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, 2nd and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete. Jahan Dotson was the intended receiver there. And it's going to be 3rd down. Now, Hurts. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down.
And this passing game continues to come up short these last couple plays. That's 2 consecutive incompletions in a row. Now they're staring 4th down right in the face.
And not the greatest of results here. This is going to hit in the field of play and continue out of bounds. The Ravens offense ready to get back at it. And it's been a rocky start. An interception on the first drive and then a punt the last time they had it. They'll start out on the ground with Henry. Trying to find someplace to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1.
I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that run.
2nd and 11. One quarter in the books here on a Thursday night. It's the Eagles with the early advantage. We'll be back in Baltimore after this. Raven football, quarter number 2 begins. They've got it 2nd down and 11. In the shotgun, here's Jackson. In trouble, and down he goes.
With the right personnel, the safety position is like the ultimate chess piece, right? You can put him in center field to play pass. You can bring him up and make him a pseudo linebacker, but you also can bring him on pressure, Mike, and that's what this guy does so well. The timing and the speed, he got there in a hurry.
So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. They'll send Flowers in motion. 3rd and long for Jackson. And they will continue to go backwards. He's taken down for a sack.
Defense came out in a soft zone, and I think it caught the quarterback a little off guard. He was trying to attack them downfield. By the time he was able to get through his progression to his check down, he ran out of time, and that's all the pass rush needed to get into the backfield and bring him down.
Here's Jordan Stout now, as he's on to punt for the 2nd straight drive. Dotson will bring it back. And that is good coverage by the punt team as they meet him and bring him down. The Eagles offense getting those helmets back on, ready to head out for their next possession. They lead it here in the 2nd quarter, 7-0, as they begin with a 1st and 10. He'll start on the ground with Barkley. And he'll get forward for about a yard. Travis Jones there to bring him down.
You know, it's easy to sit up here and say, hey, just keep running the ball. They've been efficient, just kind of wear down this defense by 1,000 different paper cuts. But the problem is it's only contingent upon your ability to keep the score down. So if you want to continue to run the ball this often, they're going to have to look to their defense to play really well.
Throw here down the field. Will fall. Incomplete. He was trying to find Saquon Barkley coming out of the backfield. 3rd down coming up.
When you air it out like that on these big shots downfield, they're not always high percentage plays. It takes a lot of things to line up timing-wise, location of the field, accuracy of the throw to result in those big plays. But I think they've got to continue to search for those and try to generate a little bit of a spark.
He'll get that out to Barkley. And he couldn't get free along the sideline. He's out of bounds, no gain, and it sets up 4th down.
So barring an aggressive decision here on 4th down, it looks like this is going to be a 3-and-out. So this offense has to get to the sideline and regroup, figure out what went wrong, fix it, because they've got to be able to maintain possession the next time out.
And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback, and will come out to the 20-yard line. The Ravens offense getting set to get back to work. They'll start out 1st down and 10. Off the play fake. Jackson looking for his tight end there, but led him too far. And it's an incompletion. Searching for his Pro Bowl tight end, Mark Andrews, that time. And it'll be 2nd down.
They just desperately need to get something positive going here, Mike. It just feels like they're a play away from really jump-starting everything they've talked about being good at throughout the course of the week's prep. And it's really been the inability to sustain drives. So critical third downs, better on first and second. Somewhere it's got to pop, and somebody's got to make a play. Seems like there was some miscommunication that time. They clearly weren't on the same page. That's something that they've got to get on the sideline and get corrected as soon as possible, because I think they just missed out on what could have been a big play.
On third down, Jackson. Open man is beaten. He's got him. It's a pickup of 12. Good for a Raven first down.
Baltimore, first down. First and 10 at the 32.
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on third downs, that is a recipe for success.
And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away, and that'll set up second down.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
We'll try again. It's second and 10. To the air one more time with Jackson. He'll get it into the hands of Zay Flowers. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line. Jackson on target to Flowers, and it's a Baltimore first down.
First and 10.
And that's a nice grab for his first catch of the game, Mike. And he's someone that the play caller has told us he wants to get him early touches, get him a feel for the game. A nice job there making that happen.
A zone read here, and he's going to keep this himself. The ball comes out, and the Eagles recover the football.
You know, it's amazing, Mike, that guys still end up fumbling the ball, because I can tell you from experience, the first 15 minutes of every offensive practice is ball security circuit, and that could be a combination of multiple things. How to go to the ground without getting loose to the ball, almost like the art of falling. It could be running over bags or through bags as guys take swats at the ball trying to knock it out. There are so many ways to simulate what the game is like, because at the end of the day, if you want to win in the NFL, protecting the ball is the #1 priority, and it cannot be stressed enough.
On first down, it's Hurts. There's the tight end, Greg Calcaterra. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8.
So the hope is when you call these underneath drag routes, you're trying to have your tight end come out the backside of the defense in space. So when you put the ball on him early, it leads to big yards after the catch. In this case, they don't get the real big play they were hoping for, but they'll definitely take it.
Off the RPO, they'll get it to Brown. And he'll be brought down after a short pickup, but that is enough for a first down.
So there's a saying in the NFL, Mike, short throw, long catch, and that's exactly what they wanted to go with here. Operate in the quick game, don't stress the protection, and while he didn't get necessarily the big play, he does get enough to move the chains.
A run with Barkley. And he'll get forward for a couple. Teddy Buchanan is there on the tackle.
A gain of 2 brings up second and 8 at the 43-yard line.
From the 43, here's second and 8. To throw is Hurts. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
A little indecisive there, Mike. I thought he could have pulled the trigger a tad sooner. Instead, he just holds onto the ball a little too long. The windows close up, and ultimately has no choice but to just simply throw the ball away.
We're going to try to pick this up on 3rd and 8. Now it's Hurts. Oh, he's got a man. That's caught by Brown. Second time they've hooked up on this drive. This one good for 12 and a first down.
For Eagles, first down. First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
It just seems like whenever they need a big play on third down, you can almost guarantee that he's someone they're going to try to get the ball to, and certainly easy to see why. Clutch play by everyone involved and keeps the offense on the field.
The RPO, that one is complete. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the Ravens' 29-yard line.
From the 29, here's 2nd and 8. Again, Hurts. That one thrown behind his target, and it'll be incomplete.
So on a day where he's completed, give or take half of his passes, Mike, you have to imagine there's a handful of throws he'd like to have back, and I think that last one falls in that category. But the biggest thing, and most fortunately for them, they find themselves with a lead despite a bit of an up-and-down performance out of their quarterback.
On third down, here's Hurts. He'll get it inside the 20. Good pickup of 16 on that screenplay, and a first down.
16 yards.
And this is what can happen when you're so worried about protecting the sticks, Mike. You force them to throw the ball underneath, but then you've got to be able to rally the ball and tackle. But they weren't able to do it before he gets to the line to gain, and he ends up picking up the first down anyway.
I'll run up the middle with Barkley. And he's brought down after a gain of a couple.
Barkley on the handoff. Taken down at the 11-yard line. A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. Throwing is Hurts. Good coverage there in the end zone. That is incomplete. Terrific work. They separated the man from the football, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
That was a perfectly timed hit, and I think it actually saved 6 points, Mike. He got there just as the ball did, and I think it was the contact that separated him from the ball.
On 3rd down, it's Hurts. He'll try and get there on the ground.
Jalen Hurts on the scramble.
Well, we've seen time and time again just how dangerous this quarterback can be, Mike, when he decides to tuck it and take off. So that is a great job defensively to rally to the football and hold him to just a short gain.
They can still pick up a first down here, and they'll line up to go for it on 4th down. Hurts working in the pistol. He'll try to run for it. What a move! He's in. Jalen Hurts. Touchdown, Philadelphia. That his 2nd touchdown tonight.
You just had a feeling that this might be coming, right? It's kind of been brewing all game, Mike. You see it so often on 4th down. The most difficult play to defend deep in the red zone is quarterback scramble. The defense lets the quarterback get outside the pocket. It puts so much pressure on your paced defenders in the secondary, and they can't latch on, and he takes it on himself.
Elliott, good on the extra point. And the Eagles move out on top, 14-0. So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. This returnable from the 4. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. So here's the Baltimore offense getting set for their next drive. They're staring at a 2-touchdown deficit, 14-0. The score as the offense tries to regroup and get going with 1st and 10. In motion goes Likely. Jackson going to keep it himself. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line. That's a gain of 19 and a very quick first down.
And the Baltimore first down.
When this offense is really in gear, Mike, a lot of it is because of the ability of Lamar Jackson running the football. He is what makes this thing go, and you can see why.
On the give, here's Henry. He'll burrow his way forward for a couple. Reed Blankenship coming up from his safety spot to make the stop.
So this team finds themselves now in a little bit of a tricky situation here, Mike. If they don't find a way to start sustaining some of these drives and come away with points, all of a sudden you're trailing by double digits in the second half. You become very one-dimensional. You become very pass-heavy, and that's certainly not how any team in the NFL wants to play.
Good hustle by the defense. He beat the offensive lineman to the blocks there. No gain on that screen pass.
Just a little slow developing on that screenplay there. It was pretty obvious to the entire defense exactly what was going on. Nobody was thinking pass. Nobody was getting back into their drops, and just nowhere for that back to go.
From the gun, Jackson. All alone is the tight end, Andrews. And a good job here defensively. They did not let him get away. He's well short of the first down marker.
I think this is one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the first down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks, and now they got a fourth down decision to make.
And this will not be returnable, as this kick will go out of bounds. The Eagles offense ready to take over once again. Their lead sits at 14-0 here in this second quarter, looking to run away with this one before halftime. On the ground, it's Barkley to start the drive, and he's going to be stuck well behind the line of scrimmage. A play going absolutely nowhere. So after the loss on first, here's 2nd and 14. From the shotgun, it's Hurts. That's complete to his big tight end, Dallas Goedert. Good work there to get this back close to a first down. 13 on the gain. It sets up a much more manageable 3rd and 2.
Let's give some credit to this offensive line. Once they identified the blitz, you could see them communicating with one another to make sure everybody is on the same page, and that's what gave the quarterback enough time and found the open man.
And I don't know. I'm not sure he got there. I think they're going to mark him short. And now it is 4th down. Here's Braden Mann now. He's on to punt it for the 4th time tonight. And he'll be brought down. Short return. And they'll take over there. The Ravens offense back onto the field for their next possession. They'll do so with 1st and 10. To throw is Jackson. That one down the field, but it is incomplete.
You know, it's hard to speculate, Mike. We sit up here and we try to just interpret and assume what's going on in the minds of the players and the minds of the coaches, but They seem to me to be a little bit rattled. All these negative plays have really started to pile up in the first half. He's got to settle down, have some more efficiency on these early downs, and get his offense into some sort of rhythm.
Throw to the right flat. It is caught. Oh, nice open field tackle there. He could not get free. They're going to stop him for no gain. They come to the line needing 11 here on third down. Now it's Jackson. Down the field, but it falls incomplete.
And after that last incompletion, it's really the story of the game. This offense has had a really hard time sustaining drives that can lead to points. You can sense the frustration, not only on the sideline, but really in the entire stadium. They've got to get something going, especially early in these drives, so they can find themselves in scoring position and come away with some points.
Now, fair catch. He'll take it at about the 24-yard line. The Eagles offense ready to get back at it. The lead is a couple of touchdowns as this drive kicks off 1st and 10. Man in motion is Brown. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. That one incomplete. The defender right there to make the fight, and it's 2nd down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
And he'll take this past the 30, a gain of 6, mark it at the 31.
He's brought down at the 31. It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 4.
Here's a 3rd down and 4. Man in motion is Smith. They fake the jet sweep and give it up the middle. The Ravens now going to use their final timeout as they get it right at the 30-second mark of this first half.
It's 4th down.
Here's their punter now, as he'll come on to kick for the 5th time here tonight. Fair catch, taken, and they're going to start right at their own 20-yard line. The Ravens offense going to take over just before the half. They'll begin with 1st and 10. Back to throw, Jackson. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap.
Not wanting to take a chance this time, he'll keep this one on the ground. And a nice run there as he surges forward, a gain of 8, and sets up 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
Halftime coming up. We'll get you down to Scott Hansen and our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you for a quick halftime report. We'll let both sides catch their breath and get their orange wedges as we're going to get ready for the third quarter action. So let's go back out to the stadium as we rejoin our broadcast team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
All right, Scott, thank you. Second half drawing near. So good to have you back with us here on EA Sports. First half played out a bit as we expected. We'll see if there's a surprise coming up. Both teams set to go, and the second half is underway. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Ravens offense ready to get going again. They'll have it first in this third quarter. They need to start making some inroads here. Down 2 scores as they begin this drive with first down. Jackson fires complete to Flowers. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 29-yard line.
Second down, they need 7. Now Jackson. That's to the right side. He's got Andrews. And he's going to go out of bounds, though there are markers on the field as the officials will sort this one out.
Automatic first down.
Pistol give to Henry. And he'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5.
He's brought down at the 39-yard line. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Ball on the 39. Here's 2nd and 4. Jackson now. He's got his big target. That's Isaiah Likely.
Just take what the defense is giving you, and you can stay ahead of the chains and just take these easy pitch and catch throws underneath, hitch routes, quick game. Now it puts you in a lot more favorable down and distances to eventually attack this defense a little bit more downfield.
On 1st and 10, Jackson. Now a screen set up for Henry. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
You see so many teams wait till 3rd down to execute their screen game, but I like in this case the play caller changes things up. He uses the screen game on 1st down, which will have an effect on this pass rush going forward. How aggressive do they want to get after the quarterback? Because they got that screen play still in the back of their head.
He'll swing this out wide to Henry. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a first down after a gain of 7.
The receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and there's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way, every play they call, you're wide open, and you just find yourself in one of those grooves that athletes talk about. So they got to continue to ride the hot hand, because right now on that field, there's no mistaking who it is.
He's able to get away from one man, but the reinforcements were there fast. He's taken down for a loss on the play.
Yeah, and this play, Mike, is really just the epitome of what we've seen this entire game. They have not been able to get anything going offensively. It almost seems like they've been operating going in reverse the entire day. In this case, another run, Another loss.
And the back judge throws the flag. He looks at the ball, looks at the clock. Clock says 0. That's a delay of game.
Still second down.
Second down. Jackson. There's a short one caught by Andrews. And that's a good gain there. It's going to wind up just a couple of yards shy of that first down.
16 yards.
Not every pass has to be thrown downfield. You can rely on the run after catch, especially a big body like this tight end. Get the ball in his hands early and let him pick up the rest after the catch.
Here's 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for this with Henry. And the Ravens going to be set up with 1st and goal. They're able to convert on that 3rd and 3.
It's been a really impressive drive up until this point. I really like the way the offensive line looks, Mike. And here on this last 3rd down, they pick up just enough. Fresh set of downs brings up 1st and goal.
Henry. And nothing developed there. He'll get back to the 5, and that's all.
A loss was definitely not something they had accounted or budgeted for in this spot. And now, I think it really limits what do you feel comfortable dialing up here on 2nd and goal.
Back to the 5-yard line now. 2nd down and goal. Play action now. Jackson. The pressure gets there, and down he goes. It's Jalen Phillips getting in for the sack, and that's going to make it 3rd and goal.
If there's one positive remaining, it's the fact that they're still in scoring position. But with the way they've been able to move the ball down here in the red zone, they're thinking 6. But after that last sack, their chances of converting here for a touchdown have gotten a lot more difficult.
So the last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's 3rd and goal. From the shotgun, here's Jackson. Taking off, he'll try to get there.
That's a really good effort on 3rd down, just trying to make something happen. He did well to get what he got, but it's not enough for a first.
This has been quite the drive. 3 points would kind of feel like a letdown, so they're going to go for it here on 4th and goal. That is incomplete. The defense coming up big in the red zone. It's a turnover on down.
These are the situations where as an offense you're trying to dial up your best play call to make sure this possession doesn't get wasted, but let's give credit to the defense. Big moment, big 4th down opportunity, and they're able to get off the field.
They go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10. They'll run straight ahead with Barkley. And they're going to bring him down, but there is a penalty marker on the field. That'll march them back half the distance, and they'll go from there. So now, after the safety, here comes a free kick from the 20-yard line. Returnable from the 17. And he'll be taken down as the next drive will begin there. Derrick Henry heading out along with the rest of this Ravens offense. The deficit is double digits, so work to do as they begin this drive with 1st and 10. In motion goes Likely. On first down, they'll start the drive with Henry. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
He's tackled at the 34-yard line. 1 yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
From the 34-yard line, here's 2nd down and 9. Jackson looking to throw. I had a defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a 3rd down.
And 9 yards to go.
And this is really just more of the same that we saw in the first half. They have made it a huge struggle in the passing game. I mean, just no easy completions, no open space. Every single ball has been contested, and they've done a great job all day.
That one way too slow in developing. They rally to the ball, they get the man, and it's no gain.
Even though they gave up that last completion, Mike, that's a really good drive there for this defense. I mean, from the beginning, on those early downs, keeping them from staying ahead of the chains, put them in a tough 3rd down situation, and now it brings up 4th down, and looks like they're going to get off the field.
And that's a nice job of getting to him, making sure that return was not going anywhere. The Eagles offense makes their way back out to the field for their next possession. Remember, they had the safety go against them last time they had it. Fortunately, the defense forced the punt. They'll try again as they start on 1st and 10. So 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 22. They'll fake the give. Now it's Hurts. That's caught by Smith on the right side. And they'll mark him down just shy of the 40. That's the way to get started. A pickup of 17 and a very quick 1st down.
Really nice job there, Mike. I mean, he sees the blitz coming and just gets the ball out of his hands. Understand where your outlets are. It results in an easy pitch and catch and move the chains.
Hurts going to hold on to this one. And he'll go into the slide there. It'll be a gain of a couple.
2 yards.
They went to the design quarterback run, and there just wasn't a lot of space for the quarterback to operate. You can see him kind of waiting for some of the blocks to develop. Never transpired. Didn't get a whole lot going. Short game.
Now Jalen Hurts on 2nd down. And that one is incomplete. Penalty flag down. Back in the backfield in the area of holding. The Aussie Super Bowl champ Jordan Mailata guilty there. To throw on 2nd down is Hurts. Now a screen set up for Barkley. And he's going to be out of bounds just beyond midfield. They'll pick up 23 on that one. Good for an Eagles 1st down.
I always think you can tell pretty quickly how comfortable a quarterback is in their offense, Mike, by how fast they work through their progression and get the ball to their check down underneath. And in this case, with the depth of the defense, a lot of space in the short game, get them the ball, pick up the 1st down.
Devontae Smith, the intended receiver. It's 2nd down.
And that's another brutal drop for an offense that has struggled to catch the ball up to this point. And yes, you can nitpick about ball placement and whatnot, but listen, the reality is at this level, if it hits your hands, you have to find a way to come down with it.
He'll get that out to Barkley, and he will not get away. Terrific open field tackle gets him down behind the line.
I think this play is a direct result of his film study. He knew exactly where that ball was going before the play was snapped, and that play recognition, man, it separates a lot of guys in this league and results in a negative play.
3rd and long for Hurts, and that is incomplete.
You know, there's a rule that's pretty simple when you're running routes against zone coverage, Mike, and it's as simple as if you're open, stay open. Instead, you see the receiver here, he ends up running to a covered window, and it just clouds the vision of the quarterback. Instead of throwing into a wide open target, he's now forced to throw into a contested area.
That's going to be out of bounds. Well judged and spotted right at the 10-yard line. The Ravens offense ready to take over once more. We'll see how they want to attack things here, backed up deep in their own end. It's 1st and 10. Bateman is the motion man. A give right up the middle to Henry. And he finds a little bit of space. He'll take this forward for a gain of 4.
And as of right now, they find themselves trailing at the moment, but it's certainly not because of the ground game. I mean, he's averaging over 4 yards per carry. Just hasn't been enough to overcome some of their shortcomings elsewhere.
In motion goes Likely. We're going to go right back to Henry. And this defense up to the task there. Gain of just 2, and it's 3rd down.
That's a gain of 3.
And while that run wasn't anything really to write home about, what it allows them to do, Mike, is keep everything in the playbook at their disposal. 3rd and short, now it's up to these coaches to dial up their best short yardage play and extend this drive.
3rd and short, Jackson. He finds his receiver, that's Bateman. And the defense can't come up with a stop there. Gain of 7 and a 1st down.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 20.
He's in a really nice rhythm here on 3rd down. He appears very comfortable operating out of the gun, and he's able to find his man near the sideline, and he's able to extend this drive.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. They'll work straight ahead with Henry. Well, that looked like a pretty clear hold. The gain was 5, but let's check the call. Ronnie Stanley, the former 6th overall pick, guilty there. From the gun, Jackson. This one complete to Bateman.
Just a simple hitch route, certainly nothing special there or anything downfield, but the idea is the more of those you throw and those efficient passes, the second the defense moves up to take it away, that's when you go for the big ones.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. So we are through 3. And Thursday Night Primetime continues after this. Lamar going to work from the pistol. Quick slant into the hands of the speedy Flowers.
To Zay Flowers. That's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and 11.
Third and 11. To the air one more time with Jackson. Now, deep ball for Bateman. And he can't hang on. It is incomplete. A chance there, a big chance for a huge play, but he couldn't reel it in.
I'd say one of the most critical elements of a dynamic offense, Mike, is how efficient are you on 3rd down. It's something these teams stress all week. Here's an opportunity to continue to extend this drive. The defense wins this time and brings up 4th down.
And he's going to be brought down after a short return. And that's where his team will get possession of the football. Here comes the Philly offense now as they make their way back onto the field. They're going to be looking to possibly push this to a 3-score advantage. Work to do on this drive. 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Barkley. And he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards.
Roquan Smith beyond the tackle. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 39-yard line.
Here's a 2nd and 6. Once again, it's Barkley. He's inside the 30. And he will score. Saquon Barkley. Touchdown, Eagles. He had the touchdown catch earlier. This time he takes it in on the ground. Greg, that's one of those scores where it's not completely over, but it's getting to be about that time.
Yeah, Mike, I just think they're entering miracle stage right now, and I just don't think there's any coming back from this deficit.
Elliott on now for the PAT. It's up and good. And the Eagles will open it up even further here in this 4th quarter. So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. Here comes Hill on the return. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. So here's the Baltimore offense getting set for their next drive. Things not looking good. But see if they get the turnaround going here. They'll start this drive with 1st down. They'll start out on the ground with Henry. And the strength on display, rambling through tacklers for a gain of 8 yards.
At the 31. 8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
From the 31, here's 2nd and a couple. In motion comes Andrews. He'll go again here with Henry. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. A gain there of 15. 1st down, Baltimore.
And we're starting to see the fruits of their labor paying off here. I mean, they've used this run game to throw a bunch of body blows throughout the entire contest. And while some of the carries didn't result in much at the time, it's clear they're starting to take its toll on this defense.
Now Lamar going to hang on to it. And they'll take this down inside the 35. They get an even 20 on that one. Good for a Raven 1st down.
Man, when it works well, the zone read is a thing of beauty. It just adds another dimension to this offense. And if the defense doesn't get a better plan, they're going to continue to do it all day.
On the handoff, it's Henry. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
Well, this play, Mike, was clearly about the job of this defensive line. Great job holding their ground, forcing these blockers to be stood up. Nowhere to go for this running back, and they hold him to no gain.
They'll try again here, 2nd and 10. In motion comes Andrews. Play clock has expired. We're not going to get this one off on top.
Still 2nd down.
They'll try to throw here with Jackson. Brought in by the tight end, Andrews. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on third down.
And 6.
And this is where the versatility of the tight end position really starts coming into play. Not only do they have to line up with their hand on the ground, but they can occasionally split out in the slot. And man, they're too fast for linebackers, and a lot of times they're too big for defensive backs.
Open man is beaten. He's got him. And he's going to have the first down. So they convert on third down with a pickup of 9. Now, after that last play, we have an injured Raven. And as the medical staff looks him over, we'll step aside. So they come to the line for first down and 10. They send the tight end in motion.
Well, let's give credit here to the coverage unit, Mike. There was nowhere to go with the ball for that quarterback. He had no choice but to just tuck it down himself, and he's able only to pick up a short gain.
Second and 6.
It is 2nd and 6. They'll run out of the gun with Henry. It's a good pickup on second down, but there is a flag down, and this one might not stand up. Throwing Jackson. That one's incomplete. Good coverage there. Made it uncomfortable for the receiver. Couldn't hang with it, and it brings up third down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it, but I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
They'll try to set up the screen here. He's going to be out of bounds, short of the marker, but maybe more importantly, there is a flag down. Let's get the call. On fourth down, out is the rookie Tyler Loop for the Baltimore field goal. Officially a 29-yard attempt. His kick is perfect. And the Ravens are back within 2 scores.
It's always a little bit of a letdown, Mike. You find yourself deep in the red zone and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through, and they get 3.
Back to it now after that made field goal. Here's Luke to kick this one away. Set to return is Xavier Gibson. He'll get across the 20, mark him down at the 23-yard line. Saquon Barkley and this Eagle offense set to take over again. And it's hard to believe you can run the ball a whole lot better than he has. The vision, the cutback ability, the acceleration, the stats. It has all been on display throughout. Operating from their own 23, they'll begin 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Hurts. A short throw taken in by Goddard. It'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
2nd and 6 at the 27-yard line.
Ball on the 27. Here's 2nd and 6. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose. And it's going to force third down.
And they got the look they were hoping for, one-on-one on the outside. He's just unable to hold on to it through contact, and I think that was a big opportunity missed.
On third down, it's Hurts. He's going to air this one out looking for Dotson. That is knocked away downfield, incomplete. He made sure not to let the receiver get behind him. Third down stop sets up fourth down.
When you get the ball in this situation, what you're looking to do is not only end the drive with a touchdown to put the game away, but you'd love to chew up some clock. So with that incomplete pass now likely putting an end to this series, that's a big opportunity for them to try to close this game out.
Western on the return. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. The Ravens offense getting things in order as they trot out for this next possession. They'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. He'll run. It's Henry. Not much happening there. Just a short game.
He's brought down at the 37-yard line. A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
So, from the 37, here's 2nd and 8. In motion goes Likely. Play clock down to 0. That's going to be a delay.
Still 2nd down.
Jackson now on 2nd down. Oh, and this one's going to wind up incomplete. That's one you'd think he'd be able to corral. He can't find the handle, and it's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Defense got lucky on that one. There's no one accounting for the running back out of the backfield as they should have, and fortunately for them, he bails him out by not securing the catch.
3rd and long for Jackson. And with a flag down, he goes down. They get him for the sack, and that flag is probably on the offense as well. Trailing late, they've got to go here. It's 4th down. Now it's Jackson. And that is incomplete, but there is a flag down. It's 4th down, so this is a very big call. Hurts looking to throw on 1st down. He'll let this go for Goddard. That is caught. What a throw. Dallas Goddard. Touchdown, Philadelphia. What a big play. A little unscripted there. Greg, that is what tight ends do so well. Hey, you lived it. What are you thinking when the quarterback's on the move out of the pocket?
Scramble drill is the most difficult play to defend down here in the red zone, Mike. It stresses the coverage so much. When you snap your head around of your designed route and you see your quarterback has gotten moved off his spot, now it's just scramble rules. Stay in phase. Work friendly in the same direction as the quarterback. And if you're open, stay open.
Here's Elliott for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Eagles tack on one more to their lead.
5. Jake Elliott
So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. Here comes a return from the 5. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. And that's where the offense will take over. The Ravens offense headed back to take over once more. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. In the pistol, Jackson ready. A quick slant to Flower. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 30-yard line.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd and 4. Out of the gun. Here's a give to Henry. And he will not be able to get free, picking up only a yard. Now, it's 3rd down.
And after that short run, puts them a little bit closer to the 1st down marker, and they're going to need to create more running room on the ground if they plan on extending this drive.
On 3rd down, here's a run by Henry. And for the moment, that's a 1st down, but we do have a marker down. Let's see if this one will hold up. To throw is Jackson. Now a screen set up for Henry. This will not do the trick. They've stopped him behind the line. 4th down coming up.
Well, when you call a screenplay, of course, you're looking to catch the defense off guard and pick up a chunk play. You're not thinking you're actually going to find yourself going backwards, but that's exactly the case here, and really nice job by the defense sniffing that one out.
The offense not coming off the field, and here's 4th down. From the shotgun, here's Jackson. This one incomplete. The defense up to the challenge there. They force the incompletion, and they'll take the ball over on downs. The Eagles offense about ready to take over once more. Well, the goal here is to run some time off the clock. The game is well in hand as they get back on offense for 1st and 10. Barkley. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard there.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
That is caught out wide on the RPO. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 10.
A shotgun snap now to Hurts. And he'll just throw that one away, and it will take us to the 2-minute warning. On 4th down, it's Jake Elliott time for the Eagles. This one from 41 yards out. Elliott's kick is good. And the Eagles will extend their lead.
I think at this point in the game, Mike, when you have things under control, not only were they able to hold on to the ball for a while, they still were able to manage to add 3 points.
Jake Elliott to kick
And
off
back to
for
work goes
Philadelphia.
Elliott after making the field goal. He'll send this one away. Here comes Hill on the return. And he'll bring it out to the 22-yard line. That's where the offense will take the field. The Ravens offense ready to get back to work. They're obviously looking for, I guess, a moral victory at this point. Still in search of their first touchdown of this game. This is probably going to be their last shot to get it in the end zone, and this drive will begin with first down. They'll run the draw, and here's Henry. And he finds some space, tackled after a gain of 7 on first down.
He's tackled at the 29-yard line. A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
Second down, they need 3. Off the play fake. Jackson. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by the rookie from Alabama. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
And that should be the final dagger in this one. I mean, barring something dramatic happening here, Mike, I just don't think there's enough time or possessions left in this game to pull off any sort of comeback.
Saquon Barkley and this Eagle offense set to take over again. And a few kneel downs should do it here. Defensively, they do still have those 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Now Barkley. Not much there. Maybe a yard.
26, Saquon Barkley, the ball carrier. He's brought down at the 39-yard line. A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9.
Here's 2nd and 9. They'll stay on the ground with Barkley. Space to run inside the 20. And he'll finally be taken down at the Ravens' 13-yard line.
6 yards.
That one good for 26 yards.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line.
What a good run there. That's going to put him over 100 for today's game, Mike. And it just seems as the game goes on, this guy just seems to get better and better.
So it's a win here for the visiting Eagles. And right away you can point to the turnover battle. Always key. Tells the story so often. It did here again today. Their offense didn't turn it over at all. They finished on the plus side with takeaways. As a result, they're going to come away with the victory. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. From Baltimore, we wish you a terrific night.